because I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every single morning. I say the Pledge of Allegiance to my 5-year-old and my 3-year-old. In fact, they say them now, and they do so beautifully. And then I say the Lord's Prayer, and I say 2 other little family prayers that we have. And then I make them say something that's meaningful to them. I do this every single night at 7:45, no matter where I am in the world. If I can't be there, I'm doing it on FaceTime with my wife and kids. They see my, and honestly, guys, that's how I live a clean, positive life.
Is a clean, positive life, because every morning at 4:30 in the effing morning, he wakes up his 3-year-old, his 5-year-old. They say the Pledge of Allegiance. They say 3 or 4 more prayers. They're all happy. The day starts out wonderfully. Cool. I mean, there's no judgment on how you want to start your mornings, but I get the feeling your 3 and your 5-year-old are like, Dad, Jesus, can I go to bed now? 3 and 5-year-old waking them up at 4:30 in the morning to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Come on, bro. The people that are talking to this guy don't believe this, especially that woman next to him, which might be the reason why he even said it in the first place. I'm sorry, it was the Pledge of Allegiance, then it was 3 to 4 prayers. So the prayers came second. You're not a very good Christian. Start the day with Jesus. Either way it goes, this prophet, Julie Green, was sitting there next to him. Maybe you guys recognized her from this.
They're saying we win and we're taking your nation. Do you actually believe them? Do you believe that I have allowed them to steal your nation? Do you believe that I'm actually allowing them to steal another election? But I have told you, my children, I don't need an election to save your nation. I don't need another election to bring back my David. I don't need another election to bring back revival and my glory. And so, my children, don't you see that you have the victory? You did not lose that day, no matter what your enemies say.
By the way, that prophet, that was apparently God talking through her. That was his voice. He talks like that for some reason. I don't know why. He's very angry all the times, but he's trying to reassure people. Still, he's pissed off. So she was on this call, and that's where I think some of the clout chasing that Eric Trump was pushing, they're going for. He wakes up at 4:30 in the morning, but it might be for other reasons, because this is the first thing I thought. I was like, he gets up early to make sure he has a good, clean life. Like this life? Remember this from back in 2017? Eric Trump funneled cancer charity money to his business. Is that, did you do that before or after the Pledge of Allegiance? Forbes reported on Tuesday back in 2017 that Eric Trump Foundation paid the Trump family business hundreds of thousands of dollars over the last 7 years for use of one of the organization's golf courses. Funds which he claimed were being donated nearly in full to the Children's Cancer Charity. So the 3 and 5-year-olds that you wake up and say the Pledge of Allegiance and say a few prayers, you go, I hope you guys never get cancer, because I will definitely take the money and run from anyone trying to help you with it. Or is it just other kids? It's just for you, right? Is that part of the Lord's Prayer, or is that part of the Trump prayer? More though, because it wasn't just an accusation, because they were actually forced to pay that money back in multiple ways, in case you guys forgot this part. As part of that resolution of the lawsuit announced on November 7th, Trump was ordered to pay $2 million, $250,000 apiece to 8 different charities. That's how many he defrauded. Additionally, as part of the settlement, Trump was required to agree to 19 admissions, acknowledging his personal misuse of funds at the Trump Foundation, and agreed to restrictions on future charitable service and ongoing reporting to the Office of the Attorney General in the event he creates a new charity shell game to steal more people's money. So you may hear that story. Then you may hear Eric Trump talking about how he wakes up his kid at 4:30 in the morning to pray and say the Pledge of Allegiance. What does the Pledge of Allegiance do? What's the point of that? Who cares? It's good to go to stealing money from children, sick children, by the way. It's weird how something like that just doesn't stick with someone. Every time he opens his mouth, people would be like, so what about that charity money? Shouldn't you go in a hole somewhere and hide so nobody has to hear from you anymore? That's what most people would do.